Hey, amazing students! Welcome to today's exciting lesson where we'll be learning English with 5 simple steps that will help you improve quickly and easily. Whether you're just starting or looking to get better, these steps will guide you toward becoming more confident in speaking and understanding English. So, if you want to boost your skills, make sure to watch till the end. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on helpful tips and lessons. Let's get started and take your English to the next level. Setting clear goals is one of the most important things you can do to learn English successfully. When you have a clear goal, it gives you something to focus on. It helps you know exactly what you want to achieve, and this makes it easier to stay motivated and work hard every day. For example, instead of saying, "I want to learn English," make your goal more specific. You can say, "I want to learn 10 new words every week," or "I want to speak with someone in English for 5 minutes by the end of the month." These goals are clear and measurable, which means you can check how much progress you've made. When setting goals, it's important to make them realistic. Don't set goals that are too difficult to reach at the start. For example, learning 100 new words in 1 week might be too much for a beginner. But learning 10 or 15 words each week is possible and can help you improve steadily. It's also helpful to set goals that are small and can be reached in a short amount of time. This way, you can see your progress faster. If you set small goals, you will feel proud every time you achieve them. This keeps you motivated and excited to learn more. You can set goals for different areas of learning English. You might set a goal to improve your speaking, listening, reading, or writing. For example, you might say, "I will practice speaking English for 15 minutes every day," or "I will read 1 short article in English every week." These small steps can help you improve your English skills. Another tip is to make your goals time-based. For example, "I want to learn 10 new words every week for the next month." This helps you stay on track and gives you a deadline. It's important to be patient with yourself and not rush, but having time limits helps you stay focused. Remember, the key to learning English successfully is to set clear, simple, and achievable goals. It doesn't matter how small your goals are, as long as you keep working towards them. With time and practice, you will improve and feel more confident in your English skills. One of the best ways to learn English quickly is to immerse yourself in the language every day. Immersion means surrounding yourself with English in your daily life so you can hear, see, and use it as much as possible. The more you are exposed to English, the easier it will be to learn. Start by making English a part of your routine. You don't need to study for hours at a time, but even small activities each day can help. For example, you can listen to English music, watch TV shows or movies in English, or even listen to English podcasts. This will help you get used to the sounds, pronunciation, and rhythm of the language. Another way to immerse yourself is by reading in English. Try reading simple books, articles, or even social media posts in English. Choose topics you like, so it's more fun and interesting. As you read, you'll learn new words and see how sentences are formed. If you have the opportunity, try speaking with others in English. You can find language exchange partners or join online groups where people practice English. The more you practice speaking, the more confident you will become. Even if you don't have someone to talk to, you can practice by speaking to yourself. For example, try describing things you see around you in English, or talk about your day in English. You can also write in English every day. Start by writing simple sentences or keeping a journal in English. Writing helps you remember new words and phrases and improves your grammar. Using English every day, even for a short time, helps your brain get used to the language. It will feel more natural over time, and you'll begin to understand and speak more easily. The key is to stay consistent and keep practicing regularly. The more you immerse yourself in English, the faster you'll improve. To improve your English, it's important to practice speaking and listening actively. This means being fully focused and engaged when you speak or listen to English, rather than just passively hearing or saying words. When practicing speaking, don't just repeat words or sentences without thinking. Try to speak with intention. This could mean practicing how to ask questions, make simple sentences, or explain your thoughts in English. The more you practice speaking, the more comfortable you will become. You can do this by having conversations with others, either in person or online, or by talking to yourself. Even speaking to yourself, like describing what you are doing or what's around you, will help you improve. Listening is just as important as speaking. To practice listening actively, try to focus on understanding what you hear. Watch English movies, TV shows, or listen to podcasts and audiobooks. At first, you might not understand everything, but don't worry. Over time, your listening skills will improve. Start with simpler content, like children's shows or podcasts for beginners, and work your way up to more complex material as your skills grow. One effective method is to practice active listening. This means you don't just hear the words, but you think about their meaning. Try to understand the main idea of what is being said, and pay attention to the way words are pronounced. You can pause and repeat phrases to practice speaking, or try writing down what you hear to test your listening. If you're not able to find someone to talk with in English, you can also practice speaking by repeating sentences or conversations from movies or shows. Try to mimic the accent, tone, and rhythm of the speakers. This will improve both your speaking and listening skills. In short, the more you practice speaking and listening in English, the better you will get. By actively engaging with the language every day, you will gradually become more fluent and confident in your abilities. Listening to English content regularly is a powerful way to improve your language skills. The more you listen, the more you'll get used to the sounds, rhythm, and vocabulary of English. This helps you understand the language better and become more comfortable using it. Start by listening to English content every day, even if it's for just a few minutes. You can listen to music, podcasts, audiobooks, or watch TV shows and movies in English. The key is to choose content that interests you, so it feels fun and engaging. If you like sports, for example, try listening to sports commentary in English. If you enjoy stories, listen to English audiobooks or podcasts that tell interesting tales. When you listen, try to pay attention to how people speak. Notice the words they use, the speed they talk at, and how they express ideas. At first, it might be hard to understand everything, and that's okay. Don't worry about catching every word. Focus on understanding the main idea of what's being said. You can also listen to the same content more than once. Repetition helps you remember new words and phrases. If you're watching a TV show, you can turn on the subtitles in English so you can read and listen at the same time. This will help you connect spoken and written words. Listening to English regularly will also improve your pronunciation. By hearing how native speakers talk, you can practice speaking with a similar accent and rhythm. Over time, you'll notice that it becomes easier to understand spoken English and more natural to speak it yourself. In short, making listening a daily habit will help you improve your English listening and speaking skills faster. Keep listening to a variety of content and enjoy the process of learning. Expanding your vocabulary is one of the most important steps in learning English. The more words you know, the easier it will be to understand what you hear, read, and say. Having a large vocabulary allows you to express your ideas more clearly and helps you understand others better. To expand your vocabulary, start by learning new words every day. You don't have to learn a large number of words at once. Just focus on a few each day. You can do this by reading books, articles, or even social media posts in English. When you come across a word you don't know, look it up in a dictionary and try to use it in a sentence. Writing down new words and their meanings can also help you remember them. Another great way to expand your vocabulary is by listening to English content like podcasts, movies, or songs. When you hear new words, try to understand their meaning from the context. If you don't understand a word, pause and look it up. Listening to different types of content will expose you to a wide variety of words and phrases used in everyday conversation. Using new words as soon as you learn them is just as important as learning them in the first place. The more you use new vocabulary, the better you will remember it. Practice using the words and sentences, both when speaking and writing. For example, if you learn a new word like exciting, try to use it when talking about something you're looking forward to or something that happened recently. You can also try using new words in conversations with friends, teachers, or language partners. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel to use new words. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn and improve. Another helpful tip is to group words by topics. For example, you can focus on words related to food, travel, or emotions. This will help you learn words that are connected, making it easier to remember and use them in context. In short, expanding your vocabulary and using new words regularly is a key part of becoming fluent in English. Make learning new words a daily habit and challenge yourself to use them in real-life situations. The more you practice, the more confident and fluent you will become. Reviewing, correcting, and tracking your progress are essential steps in improving your English skills. They help you understand how far you've come, identify areas that need improvement, and keep you motivated to continue learning. Start by regularly reviewing what you've learned. Set aside some time each week to go over the new words, grammar rules, and phrases you've studied. This will help reinforce what you've learned and make sure you don't forget it. You can create flashcards or notes to review quickly, and it's helpful to test yourself on what you've learned to see how much you remember. Correcting your mistakes is just as important as learning new things. Don't be afraid to make mistakes while learning English. Everyone makes them. The key is to notice your mistakes and correct them. For example, if you use the wrong verb tense or mispronounce a word, try to fix it by practicing again. You can ask a teacher, language partner, or even use online tools to help you find and correct errors. Every time you correct a mistake, you learn and get better. Tracking your progress is a great way to stay motivated. Keep a journal or chart to note the skills you've improved on. For example, you can write down how many new words you've learned, how much time you've spent practicing speaking, or how many English books you've read. You can also set goals and check off when you've reached them. This shows you how much you've accomplished, which will motivate you to keep going. Another way to track your progress is by recording yourself speaking English. Listen to the recordings over time to hear how much you've improved. You might notice that you speak more clearly or use more vocabulary than before. It's important to be patient with yourself. Learning a language is a journey, and tracking your progress will remind you how much you've learned, even if you feel like there's still a long way to go. In short, reviewing, correcting, and tracking your progress help you stay on track and continue improving. These steps keep you focused, motivated, and aware of how much you're achieving in your English learning journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these steps will help guide you in your journey to learning English. Remember, by setting clear goals, surrounding yourself with English every day, practicing speaking and listening, expanding your vocabulary, and tracking your progress, you will steadily improve your skills. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, because every mistake is a step forward. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on new tips and lessons. By subscribing, you will get daily content that will help you learn English faster and more easily. Let's continue this learning journey together. Keep up the hard work, stay motivated, and remember, practice makes perfect. See you in the next video, and take care.